Hey guys, what's going on? DuffKing56 here, back at the title screen of Final Fantasy XIII-2. Yes, we are back and we are here to continue our Let's Play. And if you would remember from last time, we're pretty much looking the end of the game right in the mouth. So since we actually have a new episode, we have a new play-in for the actual game. So I'm going to play it for you. And then this will give you a nice little primer for the end of the game, so I won't have to do as much explaining. But either way, let's do it.
Final Fantasy XIII-2. The story so far.
Surrender now to your heart's desire.
Come with me. We'll be able to be together again, right?
So in that nice little montage, this nice little mashup of clips, we pretty much found out that it's almost time for everything to be resolved. And as I did a couple of things off screen, I'll be able to actually get some of the fragments that I missed before. And an apology, of course, for not getting those beforehand, because now I have to delay going into the last fight. But either way, it's going to get done this session. I'm so excited for it. You and me both, I would hope so. But either way, we are going to hop right into this gung-ho, ready and raring to go as we always are. But I do want to make sure that you guys are okay with the story, since it's been really a long time since you've been exposed to the story. So basically, obviously, we're doing this for twofold reasons. Obviously, Vanille and Fang are stuck in the pillar that is going to be collapsing and it's going to pretty much destroy the world. But either way, let's purchase our Setzer's dice here. It's set of dice belonging to a legendary gambler whose consummate skill once drove Serendipity to the brink of ruin. So let's exchange this, get our last fragment that we can get right now in Serendipity. And as you can see, once we back out, we're going to get that nice extra little bit of CP, 1500 to be exact. Thank you very much. I will be coming again, actually, to gamble the rest of my cash over here. So don't you worry, I'll be back. But that's pretty much it for this area right now. So I'm going to go back to the story crux. But as I was saying before, this pillar is going to be collapsing. A lot of stuff is happening now. Sarah's sort of realizing that things are getting inevitable as far as having to face the prophecies that she's seen. She's also been hearing a lot of things from Yule about the prophet and Etro, among other things. So we're going to be seeing that all play into a huge factor in this ending. And trust me, it's going to be really exciting. So what we're actually going to do finally is go back to Academia to grab these last two fragments, and those are the map exploration fragments. So I honestly cannot wait, and then we'll be right ready and raring back to go to take on probably Caius among other bosses. The boss is actually a threefold boss, so it has three forms. That means you have to fight it 3 different times, and the final boss actually takes place with 3 different things. So you'll see among the copious amount of cutscenes to end this game. But either way, I'm so ready to go. And we also have a little bit of final leveling to do with our characters. One little thing I do want to mention as well is that since I was farming, I wanted to kill Ochu for some reason because he's an easy kill. And I ended up getting a weapon from him. And I want to show you right now on my equipment just very quickly. And I'm actually switching the Gandiva for the actual Olden Bolt right now. Even though the Olden Bolt has a nice little increase in damage and magic, I actually do prefer the chain bonus level 5 for the Gandiva or the Gandiva, because it allows me to increase the chain bonus with my magic. And since the magic isn't going to be doing a wealth of the damage to the monsters, I figure it's a good trade-off. I'm keeping the other bolt weapon with Null right now because I feel as if that's a good idea, the Odin Blade, but you'll see how it all plays out in the end here. But either way, we have to finish off these maps. So let's talk to her, finish off the Archhild Steppe. There's just a really tiny small fragment in the west-hand side of the map that I missed. So let's just return it.
Here, a map of the Grand Pulse Steppes.
And of course, we have to collect our final fragment here since we've discovered them all.
Thanks to you, our databanks are now fully restored. We should be able to normalize the network now.
So tell me, did you find out what happened?
To put it simply, an influx of illogical data provided an entry point for the paradox.
And the restored data closed that entry off, right? Will this help you to stop the other malfunctions?
We're still not sure. At the very least, we've stopped the corruption from spreading. I don't know what we would have done without your generous cooperation.
And there we go. Academic rank, the Paradox Professor. Another 1500 CP, another fragment. So we are now up to 150. So we had a nice little extra damage boost to my Odin Blade among my other fragment weapons I'm not using. But either way, we do have a boost there when we need it, if we need it, when we are using it. But now it's time to go back to Academia. We have 2 things to do. Well, 3 things actually. One is spend the rest of my money trying to buy upgrades for my Chocobo. My Aqua, the blue Chocobo, my Ravager Chocobo, because I'm going to be using him in the final fight. And also, I will be leveling up the rest of my Crystarium. I won't be able to max out my characters, which is fine, but I also have to set my paradigm, so that's the 3rd thing. So, a nice easy checklist, to be completely honest with you, to pretty much finish out the game. So let's do all those in any order that I see fit here, and I'm kind of excited to do the Crystarium first. So let me actually get out my leveling chart here because it is pretty important. And let's go into Sarah. I will do Null first, might as well. We'll do Null. Let's see here. Yes, we pretty much just have to get you to 99, which should be pretty gosh darn easy if I do say so myself. Only, let's see, 13 plus 20, so only 33 levels left to go. Holy moly. Let's actually get your... Actually, we'll use the big gems on Saboteur, but the rest we're just going to fill with the medic roll right now, and that probably shouldn't be that big of a deal. There you go, Saboteur. Might as well get as many of those nice bonuses. Oopsies, didn't mean to do that. That's an HP bonus, but either way, it is very nice. And look at that. We are so close to pretty much finishing out our levels as well. Null got a nice little HP bump there and some strength, of course. And now we're on to Sarah. What we actually want to do with her is pretty much the opposite. We want to get those synergist bonuses, and we want to keep the commando just leveling up when it's not a big gem. So that's exactly how we're going to try to optimize things here. So we're going to switch synergist there, get a nice big gem, and then we got another big gem coming here. Very nice. Get that extra magic bonus. I love it. It's going to help our chain gauge boosting. And there's our last big crystal. Well, not our last big crystal, but I think we have, what, 2 more, 3 more left? 4 more left. Okay. So 4 more left before we max out. And I think we're pretty much ready to go, man. I am so excited. Holy moly moly. Let's see what we can do here. I'm sort of shaken in excitement, I guess. Let's see. Oh, yes, of course, we have to set our paradigms next. Our paradigms really aren't going to change from what they are right now, although I do want to make one quick adjustment here. I'm going to make this Relentless Assault. Let's see, what's the next one I want? I want Attrition, which is going to be very important. I'm going to use Sarah as my medic, Null as a Saboteur, and we have our Sentinel there. And here we're going to keep a variety, because we obviously want a Synergist if we need it. We pretty much won't, but either way it's going to be helpful. I'm going to throw a Delta attack here because I feel as if that is a good move as well. And then the rest, what we're going to do is keep our Cerberus or Kerberos, depending on how you want to say it. Most people would say it's Cerberus, I'm pretty sure, unless you're actually Greek, but there we go. We have, we don't actually need a Delta attack wide. We're going to keep everything normal right now. If anything, I would change this to wide, but you'll see why a little bit later. So that's that. That's some business over with here. And we're going to go to Chocolina and see if we can buy some mana essences or just any grade 4 monster materials that work with our Chocobos, because that'll be important as well. So let's see if we can actually... Yeah, let's actually do that. Oh, that's so cool. It's got a Longui backpack. That's cute. Anyways... Let's see if we have mana essences here that we can buy. Oh, yes, sirree. All right, I'm just gonna max it out. I'm gonna buy as many as I can there. See what we can do to level up our Chocobo, Mr. or Mrs. Aqua. I can't even remember. Either way, we have no cash, but the important thing is we'll get a couple more levels on you, so that'll be good for us here. Oh, beauty. Yep, I just wanted the extra HP that comes with it, and that is that. So you're at 1902, which is really low. So I might just end up airing on Delta Attack because you're not going to be able to survive very long. But either way, we're going to see how things work. If we stay in Delta Attack, that just means we take less damage anyway. And since we have a huge chain bonus, level 5, we're going to be ready to go. So with the final preparations over, let's launch ourselves into the finale. Well, the first finale, I guess, of this game. The first beating of the game. And please... enjoy yourselves because this is gonna get freaking bumpy and freaking exciting at the same time. Let's do things. Final Fantasy XIII-2, our first ending.
Yule, are you watching? I shall fulfill my promise. Your suffering will end.
It's him.
Sarah, get down!
Go.
Hope is here!
Good. You're okay.
Of course we are. Just took a little detour.
Get on board. He's the best pilot we have. Quickly!
We're on!
Hang on up there, you kids. You're on the Saz Express to the sky.
Take her up, Dad!
And there we go. Everybody comes in to lend their helping hand. Let's go. We're going to be fighting that huge Chaos Bahamut that Caius sent out into the air. And hopefully it'll be a good fight. He's actually not that tough. I just hope I have 3 Libra Scopes left. I'm not sure how many I have. It's kind of making me nervous. But we're going to need a couple of them just to show their weaknesses.
Saris, is that you?
Hey, Sarah! Don says he misses your classes.
Friend of yours?
Oh,
We can
yeah.
catch up later. First, we've got a planet to save.
This is it. A fight for the future.
Ready. Let's go, Caius. Want to see how well you've trained me? Now's your chance!
And here it is, the Chaos Bahamut. I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. Look at this mother trucker right here. Freaking huge, framing up my screen. I love it because he's gonna give ourselves a good fight here. Let's see how many Libra Scopes I have. I have how many? 3. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna use one on each one of these bosses. And I'm gonna show you he's pretty much resistant to all damage here. So let me finish off this attack chain here. Let me show you there. He's halved against everything, but you can actually cast a couple of things on him. So I'm actually gonna switch to a Saboteur here. Cure up our Bunker Beast since he can definitely take the damage, unlike ourselves here. And Noel will cast and hopefully stick D-Protect and D-Shell on him. I'm just going to make sure everyone is nice and healed up here. And then we can go in for a final assault because you cannot actually stagger him. The important part is that you get his chain gauge high enough where... Oh, that is his special attack there. So we're going to make sure that we survive that as best as we can. So let's switch to Delta Attack here. And we'll get the chain bonus right back up. We don't have to worry about debuffs on this guy. We're not going to be... If we stick him, we're lucky. If not, we're just going to be doing damage no matter what. So once you get his chain gauge around 250%, as you can see, we're going to start taking chunks out of his health. And that'll be very nice once it actually happens here. So what I'm actually going to do is switch ourselves right back to attrition here. Maybe we can stick one, but just going to make sure our health is still exactly where we want it to be here. Since we're in the green, we might as well make sure everyone is ready and good to go. As you can see, he's flied very far away, and I'm guessing Noel stuck one of the debuffs. Yeah, because he switched to Imperil. So let's switch back to Delta Attack here. Do a little bit more damage since that D-Protect is going to make the physical a lot more worse for him there. Beautiful, beautiful indeed. Actually, I'll switch back to Relentless Assault. Get even more chain on him. That Obliterating Breath is doing a lot of damage, which means the viability of my Ravager seems to not be that good of an idea. But either way, we defeated the Chaos Bahamut, as you can see. Some 600 CP for that and 5 stars. Some Phoenix down for us to take a little bit later, unfortunately. But now we have ourselves another fight, so let's see who it is.
You still don't know the truth, Sarah. You are the same as Yule. You can see the timeline. Even if you save your future, you will not survive to see it.
I know the truth, Caius. I know that every time I change things, I lose a part of my life. But don't you see? I don't care. I'm here to protect the future. And I will!
How very noble of you. But you shall die first.
And of course, who would have thought, or who wouldn't have thought that part of the fight here would be fighting Mr. Caius Ballad. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna be okay then. So what we are actually gonna do here is use a Libra scope. If we can get it over, where'd the Libra scope? Oh, here we go, okay. So we're taking a ton of damage here. It's really not gonna be a big deal here. I do want to use this Libra scope eventually. As you can see, we're doing plenty of damage on him anyways, so that I'm going to be using a remedy here to get one of these off ourselves here. We'll switch just to make sure that we can keep some cure, some heal on ourselves here. Noel is doing a very good job here. As you can see, Sarah is going to be taking a brunt of our blows here, which is what really sucks. You have to make sure that you are ready and good to go. So let's actually switch to Delta attack here, see if we can take some damage and stay on our feet. Since we are sentinels, we are beautiful, beautiful sentinels. As you can see, we're doing a ton of damage on him, but of course, as all the Caius fights have gone, he will end up resurrecting himself, and we'll have ourselves another fight on our hands. So let's make sure that we can finish him off just in this little strike here. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Good, good, good. Okay, so we got him down the first time around here. He's going to resurrect, as you can see, pretty easily, and we're going to start, obviously, getting a little bit of chain on him there. But as you can see, we fought him and we beat him right there.
You fight bravely to protect your friends, like a true guardian.
What about you, Caius? You swore the same oath to protect Yule!
Everything I do is for Yule. Her spirit is bound by a curse. I will save her.
What curse?
How many Yules have you met on this journey? The jewel of the Farseers is reincarnated without end in every age. Think what that means. Her only purpose is to die over and over. Even though she can see the future, she's not allowed to escape her fate. She is born knowing that she will die before she has truly lived. Countless deaths without a life to give them meaning. I will break the cycle of despair. No matter how great the sacrifice, I shall destroy time and fate itself. Then Yule's spirit shall be free!
No!
No! Sarah, hang on!
Look at the sky! It's tearing apart!
Wings of night!
Catch him!
No, Hope, not you!
But what about...
You have to protect McNeil and Faye!
You're right. I'll see you on the new cocoon. Don't be late.
Okay.
Count on it! This isn't goodbye!
Yeah, we'll be there. And Lightning will be with us.
Take care.
Okay, kids, let's do this.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Don't worry, Dodge. They'll be back. Okay? And here we go.
I believe this initiates fight number 2 with Caius Ballad. can you not get any more excited than I am right now? As you can see, the story is coming to its complete resolution. Well, maybe not so much.
It's Valhalla!
This is Odin! Is Lightning trying to help us?
I think she sent us a present. She's watching you try to save the future and lending you a hand.
Not just me. She's helping you too, Noel.
Here in Valhalla, the chaos is my ally. Now let us decide the true history.
And here we go. Let's kick things off. Actually, the first thing you need to do when you get into this fight is not attack at all. You actually have to go straight into Tortoise, because what he will do is he will send out his ultimate attack, which does a ton of damage. So let's switch right back to Tortoise here, and we'll obviously provoke him for one, but he's going to send out Ultima right here. As you can see, we're going to block it very nicely so, actually, and we're going to go right into Delta attack here to try to start to get some gauge on him. Whether or not we're going to get a ton is going to be seen a little bit later, but let's actually throw out a remedy here so we're not actually stopped. As you can see, he's not focusing just on Sarah anymore, so that's actually a really good thing for us. Although Sarah is going to now have to contend with a little bit of poison, which is very unfortunate for her, but either way we're going to get Caius staggered here. The thing about Caius, though, in this fight is that he will continually drop his stagger gauge, but what we're actually going to do here by switching to Commando is pretty much finish him off completely, as you can see. And of course, obviously, you can tell that he will also, pretty much like any other Caius fight, once again, whoopsies, I missed the ultimate attack, is going to do some damage to us, but that's fine. We're going to get him straight back up to where he was. What I'm actually going to do is switch back to protection here. I would really enjoy a little bit of heals, a little bit of extra added protection for ourselves, as is the name of the actual class itself. So let's make sure our bunker beast here is all healed up as well, since poison is not on me anymore. Noel is buffing us up a little bit, which is great, but we're going to switch right back into Delta attack and see if we can get any more gauge on Caius, even though we probably lost a ton of gauge itself. Although we're stopped again, which is very saddening to me, but either way, now we can go in for the attack here. Pretty much the thing about this fight is that you want to make sure that you attack as much as you possibly can, because in that you want to take a risk to take some damage. Let's see if this will actually take him out. That'd be great. Oh man, it did. That was beautiful. But you want to take your risks because you want to put out damage. It's all about damage output. But anyways, we're going on to the final fight here, and I wanted to say thank you so much. Get hyped, because this is going to get good. Let's do it.
Give it up, Caius!
You cannot kill me, not now.
Ready?
Together now! Do you think this will make Yule happy?
Which Yule are you talking about? I've known and protected hundreds of Yules. Although they had the same soul, every one of them was unique. A Yule who dreamed of travel. A Yule who loved to sing. A Yule who collected flowers. They all died. All of them. Before my eyes!
But despite that, she chose to live again, so she could be with you! I only ever knew the one you. That was enough.
You don't have to cry. We will meet again.
She was smiling when she died. She believed in the future. She knew we'd meet again. Think, Caius, think. Was it really a curse? Was it forced on her by Etro? Do you really think that Yule wanted to die and not come back? Of course not. Yule wanted to come back. Every time she died in your arms, she wanted to come back. She knew her next life would be short. She knew Because she wanted to see you. Again and again without end.
Enough, no more. Lies!
Why won't you believe me?
It's up to you to keep hope alive.
Lightning?
And with the third form of our final boss, we have a tri-Bahamut fight here. We have three. We have Amber, Garnet, and Jade Bahamut. Or Jet, excuse me. Jet is the most important because he is the actual boss that you want to kill. He will continually respawn Amber and Garnet as we go through the process here. But as you can see, the only process here is of killing. So we're actually going to start right off, obviously, with a Libra scope, as we always probably would here. Our final one, of course, as you can see. And let's actually go and attack the Garnet Bahamut here. The Garnet Bahamut on the left is actually weak to, or excuse me, he's actually resistant to magic, I believe. And the Amber Bahamut on our right is actually resistant to, you could probably guess it, right? Physical attacks. So that's exactly what we're going to be dealing with here. They are staggered, and what you do once they are in staggered, obviously, is take them out as quickly as you possibly can. And that is pretty much what we're up against here. So obviously, we take out the Garnet very, very easily, and now we take out the Amber as fast as we can. Our nice Relentless Assault class will do the trick, as you can see. And of course, we're going to want to make sure that we can get some buffs on us if we have to take out Jet, because the interesting thing, well, we can also debuff Jet. He's worth 2 debuffs, but what you're worried about here is his actual ultimate attack, which actually gets stronger the more the mini-bosses are on the actual map itself. So that's when things get a little bit interesting, as you could imagine. So what we're actually going to do once he's in stagger here is we're going to switch to Cerberus so we can take this guy out as fast as possible. And we're going to switch right out. Once he breaks Curse, though, he's going to give us actually a ton of debuffs. So what we're going to do is actually switch into Attrition here, and hopefully we're going to get some Isunas off on ourselves, among others. These Dark Flames are going to do plenty of damage to us, but once these guys have their debuffs off, we are ready to go back into action here. He's already at 115 stagger gauge, so we're actually pretty interested in getting him as close as we can to stagger, and then taking him straight over the edge and just destroying him as fast as possible, which is definitely even more possible now that I have that Godiva weapon, because it is going to be a complete beast. So let's get this guy into stagger here, get some chain build on him. Of course, we're going to be using all the Feral Links, everything that we have in our book that will increase our chances of pretty much just destroying the shit out of this guy. And then, of course, we will switch. This is probably bad. Let's switch to Cerberus really quickly. Alright, make sure we can save our guys here. I'm going to use Battery just because we're in this mode right now. We do need some heals eventually, so I'm kind of worried about that. Let's switch to Delta attack here actually really quickly. Judgment Blade does a ton of damage, so I sort of fear for the life of my party member here. As of course our Sentinel is actually taken out, which is not good because now we're going to have to actually waste time in raising him among other things. So let's actually do that here. Our Bunker Beast, we'll get him up here. Let's actually switch back to Relentless Assault, see how much gauge he's got left. He still has plenty of gauge, unfortunately. But we can still get a little bit of damage here, as you can see, which is always a nice thing to do. Oh, Null just missed as well, so let's switch back to our Medic Synergist here, because might as well take some buffs since we're definitely going to need it here. Very good, though. Definitely a good showing, considering the fact that we completely destroyed it. This Dying Sun actually did do a fair amount of damage, but not as much as you would think it would do. But as I was saying, we're doing actually a fairly good job here dealing with the stress of having to take out a final boss here. Might actually use potions and switch right back into Relentless Assault since we're doing fairly well in the health category as well as the buffs category. So, oopsies, I didn't mean to do that. Switch right back to Relentless Assault here, and maybe we can actually end up taking Mr. Jet out here, but that remains to be seen. Unfortunately, we don't have ourselves another Feral Link here with our Chocobo, but I can tell you right now that we're doing very, very well considering where I was in my first file, because I wasn't near as high leveled as I am now, which I really enjoy. So let's see what we can do about that, getting this guy into stagger. He might actually throw out his next move that you might not have seen before. Visceral Yawn, that's not going to do anything there. It'll do some damage, but nothing pretty major. The altitude shift is going to be bad because now he's going to start bringing up some of his friends. So let's actually go back and take out the Garnet Bahamut here. Hopefully he won't do as much damage as I would think it would. And unfortunately, we're wasting all the stagger time on Mr. Jet Bahamut here, which is the most unfortunate part of all. But that's okay. Let's actually switch into protection here just very shortly, because I do want to get some heals out on everybody, because as you can see, our Sentinel is taking quite the hit because he is not near where he should be, but that's okay. I didn't do any farming there. That's okay. Alright, let's finish off Mr. Garnet here. Shouldn't take very long at all. As you can see, we're doing a ton of damage on him. One more attack turn and we should be good to go. The only thing we're looking out for, obviously, is the ultimate attack, but I will let you know what that happens. The actual flare attack itself is very interesting. There's 3 types, obviously, and like I said, the more bosses there are on out, the more damage it does, so that is going to be the most interesting part, is seeing how I handle that. So let's switch to our medic class here to get this Bunker Beast back up to where I want him to be. And of course we're losing our buffs now, but that's completely okay though, because we're back to being alright on health. So we'll switch right back to Relentless Assault and see what we can do to take him out here. Since he's going to be weak to magic now, or weak to physical attacks, he is going to get pretty much destroyed by Null's physical attacks, so that'll be good for us. And of course we have, oh, see, here's his flare attack. Once it gets to 1, we're in a lot of trouble, so we might be able to just take him out. Let's see if we can get him. Come on, Null, finish him off. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, the Break Curse is not going to be good. I wonder if he still does a countdown here. I'm not actually sure of that. This is not good at all, actually. I'll switch to Tortoise here just to see if we can save Sarah's face. Alright, good. Switch to Phoenix down to take Null up here and see if we can get a potion off really quickly, because now he's going to get into his flare attacks and this is not going to be good. Although it's going to be the weakest of them all because it's only Giga Flare. There are no mini bosses out, so that'll be good for us here. Oh god, that hurts. Okay, so it looks like Sarah got taken out in the exchange there, and we're still alive though, so that is good. So let's make sure that... No. Phoenix down on Sarah, please. Thank you. Alright, good. So now she will be able to heal us out here. We're going to switch to attrition because obviously, like I said, heals are very important, and hopefully we're going to be able to finish off this boss as soon as possible. Just get one more round of heals in here and we'll hop right back in with Relentless Assault because it's doing really well, and maybe a deeper tech will stick. Unfortunately it did not, which sucks, but once again, it's just how we're going to deal with things right now because this is just where we're at. We should be okay though. One more attack turn and he should be at stagger, which will be very good for us here. Visceral Yawn, that'll do some damage. We'll probably take out, yep, it's going to take out a Ravager as I expected it to. Let's actually switch into... Can we switch into Cerberus and just finish him off? I don't think that might be possible. Alright, well that's not good because the Dying Sun will do damage to us. Alright, wait for that to go out here. Alright, good. Let's finish him off now because I honestly think we have a shot here and if we don't, then that's going to be a shame. Here we go. Let's take out the final boss. Come on, Noel. Oh, so close. Alright, that's fine. We got one more attack. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I want to... He's over. It's over, guys. Congratulations. I'm not sure if I'm going to be watching the final credits or not, but we will be seeing the final cutscene. I did get an achievement for that. I will show you there. I got plus 90 to my score. You wouldn't know what my score was, but I 5-starred the final boss, which is a feat in and of itself. So thank you so much. Congratulations to everybody. And let's just finish things off here. There is one more thing that we're going to have to do, so you'll see it in a bit.
Told me that Yule is reborn because of me. Then I have to die. We must free Yule. Kill me. You're the only one that can end this eternal torment.
Even if it were for Yule's sake, I wouldn't want to kill you.
Lightning is dead. I killed her with my own hands. Will you allow me to go unpunished?
He's lying.
In Valhalla, time does not flow as it should. Long before we began our battle here, I had already faced her. Now, she sleeps, never to wake. Things that shall happen in your future have already been decided in my own past. I know how it begins and how it ends.
Then you should know you can't provoke me. No matter how hard you try, I'm not going to kill you.
That's right. You hate to kill anyone, don't you? Noel, born at the end of days. You understand the true value of life. But know this. You will kill me, Noel.
I just can't possibly do it. I can't bring myself to kill him.
The moment I cease to exist, you shall be released from her fate.
I can't do it. I have to show mercy.
Give it up. I won't do it.
Impressive.
No!
He who can change time must choose between those who die and those who live. You must bear the burden. The eternal paradox.
Noel. He always wanted to come back here, didn't he? He wanted to come back here to die.
He thought if he did, he could end Yule's cycle of rebirth. This way, all the Yules that are called back to Valhalla can be with him here, they don't have to return to be born again.
He heard you. In the end, he believed what you told him.
This is a world that gives birth to infinite possibilities. But that's all there are. Possibilities. There's no death here, but no real life either. The Yules that returned to this place chose a different fate. They wanted to be born again. They didn't need immortality.
They wanted reality.
But Caius wanted something different. Something he thought was better than life. A dream where he could protect the spirits of all the Yules forever. But I'm not like him. I'm going to find her. Find my Yule. It doesn't have to be forever. Just... I want to be with her in the future.
Then, let's do it. Build a new future.
Yeah. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I didn't want to lose my Yule. I didn't want to lose any of them. No one deserves to die. Not even you, friend. Farewell.
And the timeline is back to how it was.
Sarah, are you feeling okay? When the timeline changed, did you see anything? I mean, did you feel any pain?
No. I feel great.
Good. Why don't we go and find Lightning?
Okay.
I don't think she's here, Kubao.
Wait. You don't think that Caius really...
No. That was just a lie. Now that the timeline is fixed, she's back in her own world. I bet she's waiting for you, along with everyone else. The paradoxes are resolved. The gates will disappear soon. We better hurry on back.
Right. So this will take us to 500 AF. I guess that's where we'll be living now. 500 years in my future. Maybe Lightning will be there.
It was the future Lightning fought to protect. It's the start of a brand new era.
What about Fang and Vanille?
They'll be there for sure. And don't forget, Hope is in that time as well. Once the gates disappear, everyone stays where they are. Every day, we'll be able to look into the sky and see the new cocoon above us.
I bet Snow will be waiting there, Kubao.
Snow. Well, we'll see. That'll be up to Lightning, I think. Yeah?
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah?
Shield has been deployed. Major fissures detected in the pillar. Collapse is imminent.
Rescue team report.
Hold on, switching displays.
We're pulling out.
Come on, Saz.
We've got Vanille and Fang. Their crystal is intact. Bringing them home.
Great work.
Thank you, Saz. Thank you for saving them. They've kept our world safe for centuries. But now they can rest and join us in our new arc.
Paradox levels are holding. Sir, they're not coming down.
The gates haven't been shut down yet, which means the timeline must still be unstable.
Director?
It's okay. Sarah and Noel will fix it. They just need more time.
The pillar is coming down!
You've been gone away from here, shedding the tears, crying out loud for once, 'cause you were such a precious part of me. There's no one to fill my broken heart. Oh, but now I have realized the reason why I live in this world. Even you have left me here alone. I found the way. I can get hope for the future. Baby, I'm gonna see the new world with nothing but the love you gave me. Only thing I can do is to trust the time we share. Baby, I'm gonna go to the new world with nothing but the strength you gave me. There's nothing to be afraid of. I know your love will lead me where I should be.
This is our ark, our haven. It will be called Benevelza, and it shall be the new home for the human race.
I don't wanna give up my home. Having a dream, basking in the sun every day. I'm starting to think that I'm still here. Though the pain of us still hurts me.
Hey!
Making me smile.
Look, the heroes are back!
It's Saz.
Everything is gentle to me because you are making it so.
Nice catch.
Welcome home!
Thanks.
The reason why I live in this world is
Gotcha.
not to lose what I truly need. I will make you build a beautiful day.
You're okay now.
You feeling all right?
I'm gonna see the new world with nothing but the love you gave me.
It'll be good to see everyone again.
Yeah.
Is to trust the time we share. Baby, I'm gonna go to the new world with the strength you gave me.
The gates are closed.
Nothing to be afraid of. I know your love
It's the end of our journey.
where I should be. Even if it is
Hey,
dark and hard
no.
time for me. I don't wanna give up my home.
Thank you.
Sarah. No, not now, please. Sarah, snap out of it. No! No. Sarah.
All the things in this world and believe in the power of love. Sing a song of tomorrow that we are. Not alone we come to life again. I knew they will come to you.
No?
For you. I'm gonna see the
But why?
with nothing but the love you gave me.
You were safe.
Only thing
Everything was fine.
The future changed. It changed. If you change the future, you change the past. The effects ripple outwards, up and down the timeline. The seeress is forced to see it all.
You mean Sarah? She saw this vision?
Yes. And it killed her. Sarah. She knew the risk. If we altered the future, she knew what would happen, that her life could be in danger. But she still chose to save it. I wanted to protect her. I thought I had. I thought she was safe.
The goddess. She is gone, Kupo.
The heart of chaos beats in my chest. A manifestation of Etro. Should this heart stop beating, the goddess will die once again.
I killed the goddess?
When the goddess dies, the chaos of Valhalla is unleashed. The chaos has the power to warp the timeline and destroy the past.
If that doesn't give you chills right down your spine, I don't know what does. Holy shit, that gave me chills. I just want to thank you guys so much once again for your continued viewership. We did this in like, what, 128, 129 episodes? Are you serious? 56 less than last time? Is that not ironic to you at all? But anyways, hopefully you've enjoyed. I'm going to skip past the credits. We'll get the credits next time. Because after the credits next time, there's actually going to be a secret ending, because that's what happens when you get 160 fragments. So I will catch you guys in the next session. These episodes will be coming a little bit more slower after I get these next easy fragments, because obviously the last fragment of the game is completing the bestiary of the game, so that's going to be kind of tough to do just really quickly. So I'll be doing that as much as I can. I might even live stream me like looking for rare monsters and completing the bestiary as is. So once again, I will catch you guys in the next session of Final Fantasy XIII-2. Thank you so much. This game just gets me so emotional. I'll see you guys later. This has been Dolphin56. Peace out. Bye.